Alright folks, this is old Grandpa Gary G, what in the D now, not the UP, and we're sitting out here at the 10 Schenstones, humongous Anagama here, and it says it's about 1,000 degrees and they lit it last week, boy. So you're going to sink up a few holes, and let's take a little look around here.
Here, take a look in here.
Oh, you can see something, huh? Good. Alright. Oh, wow.
You kind of look back towards the fire mouth, you can see more the other way. See the fire coming in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll make it nice. Don't leave it too long, though. I don't think it got too hot. So these are all stoke holes along the side there, and this starts... Sure, okay. Wow. Oh, boy, that's something. I get the idea. Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Look at that. Wow. This ought to be pretty neat. Plenty of wood.
But all the time there is another thing in your mind tell you, maybe if this moment will be a sign, you know,
So you probably go another couple of days, eh?
5.
5 more, wow.
Gotta burn all that wood.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
We fire very slowly here. There's some pretty sizable pieces in there, so...
I saw those that Henry made. Boy, I started thinking, boy, I hope they're dry enough.
Oh yeah, you can put a solid bag of clay in there.
Yeah.
We lit Saturday night, and we'll go until probably Monday. go across right here. And they're so widely spaced that when you're throwing wood in here, you know, it only sits up on those things for half of the stoke, and then it drops down into a big coal bed down here, which is eventually becomes preheat. The air's going in down there, and it's scooting across that coal bed and into this firebox.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then it's about, I'm guessing this one's about 60 cubic feet probably.
Mm-hmm.
We salt this one. This is my production kiln.
Oh, wow.
Took a few tries to get it tuned up right. The original firebox that was on the front just wasn't big enough.
You just had this part or
Yeah,
something?
that part and a little square box down here. I built this kiln with Ryan Dahlman, who's, I don't know if you know who he is. He's a potter who lives up in the UP.
Yeah, near Marquette.
Yep.
Yeah. I met him at Art on the Rocks, I think.
Yeah, he does a lot of that sort of stuff. He does Bliss Fest and Coon Grass and all that stuff. I've got to give the kiln to a woman tonight who has never fired this kiln before. So, you know, while if I was firing myself for the next 10 or 12 hours, I'd probably be tempted to go into the high stoke holes right now. But it's going to be a lot easier for her if I give it to her in this stage.
Oh. Just leave it like this?
I might. I don't know. I'll see where she's at, see what she's thinking. She has fired other kilns, big kilns before, so she's got a lot of knowledge. She apprenticed for Kevin Crowe for 2 years. She knows what's up. She just doesn't know what's up with this kiln. But, you know, that pyrometer could sit at that temperature for the rest of the night, and I know the red heat's just going to spread slowly through the kiln anyway, so that's okay. See how she feels when she gets here. She's spent her night. She had to work all day, so she might be kind of stiff. Can I have one of your donuts?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's what they're there for.
A lot of fun. Yeah, he knows a guy at home who is a heroin addict. And of course, Ralph is needle phobic, so he's not going to get involved in that.
Yeah.
But he was figuring out all the other ways he could possibly do it. This guy is basically just flying through, which is really trouble for Ralph. You know how that goes. He's got such an addiction. Now, it's been 2 years since I saw him. I talked to him about a year ago. And I know him well enough that when I say, so how's that going with the problem, I can tell if he's lying to me or not. And he was lying to me. So he's not a good liar. No, he's not a good liar. And I called him on it. I said, you're lying to me. He said, yeah. So, who knows? That might have been a bad day for him, or it could be a serious problem.
halfway through.
Reminds me of the movies of Pompeii.
Okay. I see where you got stuff. So you just push it in a ways, but
Yep.
now
I think
eventually,
it's still just barely touching the pots right now.
eventually will you push it in way more?
Oh yeah, it'll go another 6 feet further
Back
back.
in
There's
there?
a trench in the middle. It'll go back.
I see.
In fact, all of these pots you can see right now will be totally buried at one point or another.
Oh.
Yep. It's a little beyond that, actually.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
Nice orange heat getting there. So we're roughly past quartz conversion.
Well, I've been watching it.
How far back it goes?
Well, it looks hotter there.
Yes, there's the hot spot, yes.
Oh, sorry.
You're all right.
All right, who's next?
That's the heat bouncing off the bag wall and coming up. That's what you're seeing, that one hot spot.
Where's that back there?
Yeah, the bag wall is like right about here.
Oh, I
And
see.
extends. It's the first step, really. It's not a bag wall. It's just the first step.
All right.
The kiln floor is where we're standing, and then the bag wall comes up to about here, all through this section of the kiln. And then there's another step back there and another one right at the tail.
I see.
That first step is big, though. It's 2.5 feet tall.
So and that'll get filled in with ash at one point all the way through this?
Everything. There's kind of a tube running down the middle, and then it's deflected by that bag wall and spreads out.
Uh-huh.
Henry is coming back. Okay, cool. Yeah, everything's fine. We're just kind of, we're like at the point where it's about to get intense. But yeah, cool. Bye.
You saw how much wood I just moved up in there? Take a look.
Did you just pick the top?
I hit the edges.
Yeah,
Moved the edges to the middle.
Okay.
Then I moved the middle out to the side, so it's flat burning.
Okay, so it's gotta be fully lit up with our butter.
Yes. And now I have a whole bunch of room to set up
Are
right
you,
there. Yeah, I'm keeping a layer
well, it's
already
like
burning.
expanded your art.
Yes, I have.
Are you pulling it back later and letting it?
Well, this is just exactly what I'm doing, what you're seeing right now. That will be gone by the time I get in again. So this gives me a chance to put some big fatties down here, trying to get rid of all this stuff that everybody's been avoiding.
Right.
The
And
ugly
then,
wood.
If it seems to be going well, I will just dress it. I'll come in and put, 3, 4 more little ones on top and let it be for a stoke, and then do that again.
I'll probably watch you do that once, and then you can go eat your food.
Okay.
So Susanna's she just left Ipsy,
Okay.
so she'll be here in about an hour.
Okay. She was at the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Henry is coming with his friend Drake
When?
today.
Tonight?
Tonight. They're both coming from Christmas show.
Okay.
And so I think your shift's pretty much covered for later.
Okay, good.
And Henry's been here, so and Susanna and Henry seem good together, so.
Yeah. Okay.
And do you know Drake? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
So, and they're like thinking they're gonna stay through Monday or however long. They want to stick or however long. you met Susanna? You'll like her a lot. That's wonderful.
So you're taking from the edges, pushing it to the middle, and spreading out
Vice versa. Well, I take from the edges
two
and push it in,
in.
and then I spread the middle out to the edges and restoke the middle.
Spread the middle out to the edges.
Yeah.
So you take the edges and push it in,
Yeah.
and then spread the middle out and fill in the middle.
Right.
I see.
It's just mostly a function of how the wood ignites, you know. I know that
Roughly.
the middle is the hottest part, and so I put the new wood in the middle.
Oh, thank you.
The dome and back down to the pot to heat everything up. At this point, as Gary mentioned earlier, we're just doing work heat. We're basically storing a whole bunch of heat in the bricks and in the pots and in the floor and in the furniture.
And they finally get to
Yeah.
the same temperature.
That's right. It will saturate eventually.
Yeah. It's a lot like an oven, but because you're getting certain parts hotter before the other, certain ones are going to be darker.
Right.
But it's
Eventually that will all even out.
Design is like you're creating like there's a center point to every piece. Well, if you just want really fast, where you just bust everything out, that's where the center point is.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the position. Center point doesn't mean symmetry, but
He might be. He's kind of like, I always think he's trying to get out from the cobwebs that are surrounding him, but yeah, you could get that.
The bird. One cloth.
That would be typically shipped out with him.
You made that?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Mike knew him pretty well too. We were talking about him earlier.
Well, then he's not really gone,
I'm sure he would laugh about the fact that here it is 24 years later and we're still tossing his name around Anagama.
Oh, so filling too. I know. That's what I love about potatoes. It's so hearty. It's like, it's just relaxing you. The fall, it's like, it's so cold. Potatoes retain their heat, so it retains its heat inside of you. Makes you feel good, cozy.
No.
Almost, yeah.
Alright, if you're good, I'm gonna go shower. I'll be back.
More energy when it's like actively lighting on fire. You know,
In the front, yeah.
well, like see how this piece here that I'm messing with.
It takes a minute to catch on fire.
It's not
still frying.
totally. It's not totally on fire. You know, the back is, but the
It
front
hits a
isn't.
peak and then it just keeps going.
So the ones that get pushed to the back can't be pushed to the back until they're fully lit.
Yeah.
So I'm just moving.
To see which ones are fully lit because they're mostly on the bottom.
Yeah. So I'm adjusting these ones on top. See how this one's fully lit?
Yeah.
Gotta go to the back.
Yeah.
So it's maintaining that radiant heat back pile there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see.
And it's just, yep. Because you got to keep it constant. Instead, you can't put cold stuff on there because it won't
It's gonna
keep
take more energy.
Yeah, it
or-
won't keep it constant. It'll fuck up that flow it's got going
And
on.
like you said, we're getting to a point where you're not really paying attention, it's gonna not gain temperature. It's not gonna keep momentum. It's gotta keep like gaining gradually. Yeah. So it's the back pile that is very much the front. Yeah.
So you're taking the less burn from up here and putting it in the back. As long as it's got fire burning on this end, it's engulfed, and then you can slide it back.
Yeah, the most burned, the ones that are all the way burned.
And put your cold wood on the center in the front.
Yeah, it's gotta wait to warm up.
Yeah, it's warming up from the tip. And what you took from the center and put toward the edges is already almost ready to go in the back.
And then you also have to take pieces that fit together pretty nicely, because in a second here it's going to start making a different noise, like a much louder.
Right, you want to cut the air with the wood.
It is. It's like
so it doesn't go too fast. It's like a damper on this end. But at some point, well,
we've got the damper removed open right now. We added a little bit close off for a while, but what? More fire and heat, more heat, the more
top it off with some little stuff in there,
so,
or big.
it's going to start to make a different noise. Just let these couple extra pieces. Peel it off a little. Air. Still have an oxygen.
It's kind of like you're banking up wood, your barrel stove at deer camp. You bank it up and then just cut the air back and set it, and then you let it just cook.
Well, also that's all cold air rushing in, so it's sort of like temperature.
Right, yeah, that'll cut your temperature too. So you block the cold air from the main coal. So your main coal pile is in the second coal pile. That's what you're really firing off.
Super warm one.
That's what you're starting to fire off of, and this is preparing the fuel to go into your main. All right.
And this is why coffee mugs are more expensive than Walmart mugs.
That's what I used to tell them up at Iron Mountain. I'd tell them, well, you know, every customer I come across, I tell them I make pottery. You start talking to me, man, you're going to hear about pottery in about 2 minutes. I don't care who you are, where you're from. Just, if you don't care, then don't listen. But I told them, I says, but I can't give you Walmart prices. You know, when I told them the prices, they ain't going to be...
Made with love, and it's all worth it.
Yeah. And thank you. $35 for a coffee cup. Thank you.
Right now, too, is, like, temperature on the cup. It's kind of nice, we noticed this afternoon, to be like, this pile's all small, and that pile's all big. So you're not, like, looking around as much, you're like, where's that perfect piece? Yeah. Organized.
You sorted by color also?
Not that. What type?
Yeah.
You know, what type?
Type and size.
There's a bunch
Type.
of dates that they were, they live in
Dryness, maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. More dryness than dates, like maturity,
Yeah. But usually, yeah, the first cut would be in the bottom of my pile, and the last cut would be on top. And so the bottom would be the driest, and I'd be using that at the end of the firing.
Yeah. And when you see the log
Yeah.
piled up for the winter, it's like...
But it was one end, 1 inch on up to 5 inch in diameter, and from top to bottom, they're all it's like all 1 inch down here, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, and then 30 inches long, 32 to 36 inches long, but it's a whole different kind of a firebox that I had. It had a bore, and the big stuff I would use in the front like this.